Alright, what's going on everyone out there on YouTube? NES Ruler, welcome back to a brand new review. And this time we'll be checking out a film that was sent to me to review by 88 Films. Yes, this is a label that I've picked up a couple releases over the years, mainly because they're out of the UK, so you've had to import them and they were quite expensive. But now, if you guys don't know, they're starting to release movies here in Region 1. Which is very cool. I'm happy to see some of these UK labels started to come overseas and started to release stuff here in the States. And this is the first film of theirs that I got to talk to you guys about. And it is the Shaw Brothers film, The Legendary Weapons of China. So, I'm not too familiar with the Shaw Brothers and their films. When I was in film school, the semester after I left, they were actually teaching a class on the Shaw Brothers, and I was kind of bummed out because I would have loved to take in that, because I really don't know too much about their films, or even Kung Fu in general. It's a genre that I've seen a couple of the classics, but I haven't really dived into some of the, the hidden gems of that genre, and, nobody does them more than the Shaw Brothers, so I was kind of, interested to start checking these out. I got another one to review for you guys that I will come back in a couple days and talk about. But first, let's talk about Legendary Weapons of China, which is a pretty popular film that Shaw Brothers released in 1982. I think it's 1982. And it's quite an interesting story. I've kind of figured out now, watching this and then talking to people who are more familiar with the films, that a lot of the characters in these movies kind of blend together, the names blend together, and it's kind of hard to keep apart who's who. And I kind of got that with this movie, but I feel like I was able to try and piece together the narrative a little bit more. It wasn't too complicated, I feel like, even though some of the characters towards the middle of the film starts to blend together. So we basically follow this character, Li Kung, who is a ex-assassin who was part of this group who was basically a sorcerer, and basically he was commanded to train his battalion to withstand bullets getting shot at, but at the same time a lot of his troops would die as they try to fix out the kinks of how to make this spell work. And Liu King refused to follow the orders, and he pretty much just ran away and disbanded his troops and went to live in this village without anybody knowing. And basically the leader of the major sorcerer group is pissed off that Li Kang refuses to train his troops to withstand bullets, so he sends a group of assassins after Liu Kang to try and find him and hunt him down and kill him. And that's basically the narrative of the story. It's just basically this group of assassins trying to hunt down Liu Kang and kill him. And along the way, lots of very lengthy martial arts hand-to-hand combat in this movie. Quite a bit. It's not like massive groups of people like you kind of see in films like, modern films like The Raid. It's very one-on-one combat, and it's awesome. There's just one scene in the beginning of the film where we have these two characters, two of the assassins trying to kill Liu Kang, in this attic, and they're crouched down and they're doing amazing choreography, hand-to-hand combat choreography, just in this attic crouched down. And it's really shot really well, and it's definitely stands out as the highlight of the film, in my opinion, in the fight sequence wise. And then there's like another sequence in the middle of the film which is like 8 minutes long that's super funny, where Liu Kang tries to hire somebody to pretend that he's him so he doesn't get tracked down and killed. It's really funny. And then the highlight of this movie, of course, is the last scene, which is like a 10 to 15 minute hand-to-hand scene between Liu Kang and his brother, which is like insane. You could totally tell that it influenced a lot of movies. Wayne's World 2, for example, if you guys are familiar with that film. At the end of that film, there's a fight scene between Wayne and his soon-to-be father-in-law that is very reminiscent of this movie. and as I've heard Shaw Brothers films in general, but this movie especially, you see a lot of influences from that scene to scenes that are in this movie. So it's quite interesting. Like I said, it's a genre that I'm not too familiar with, but I had a really good time watching this. The transfers, it's okay. You could tell it's not the most pristine negative that they had to work with. The image is soft in a lot of points throughout the film, but it doesn't look bad or anything like that. And the sound mix is okay. So we have a great package here. Let's talk about features. So like I said, new remaster from the 35mm negatives. And then we have the English dub as well as the Cantonese dub. Of course, I watched the Cantonese version because, you know, I just like to watch movies in the original language that they come out in. And it has English subtitles. And then we have a bunch of commentary tracks on here. Too many to name them all, but there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 commentary tracks. Not the biggest fan of commentary tracks. I know a lot of people like them. I just don't like to watch a movie again. I'd rather just watch it once for the first time and that be it. Unless I really like it, I don't want to go back and watch it again. So we have a bunch of commentary tracks and a boatload of other features about, you know, interviews with actors that were in this movie and about the choreography and, you know, some interviews with producers. And this is a really great package from 88 Films. It's definitely really, really nice. Like I said, I've had a few of the releases from the UK, but I haven't really had too many. Well, these are the first 2 I've had from them released here in the States, so really nice package. I mean, you get a booklet that talks about the making of the movie. Really, really nice. I love films that come with booklets. And a really, really nice, thick poster of the film as well. So just a top-notch package from 88 Films. I hope most of the releases that they release in the States are nice like this, because I'd highly recommend you guys pick them up because they're really, really super high-quality releases. So that is my review of Legendary Weapons in China. If you haven't seen this one, I recommend it. Give it a 7 out of 10. I would assume if you're into Shaw Brothers films, you probably have already seen this. So, yeah, that is my review of Legendary Weapons in China. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. As always, you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/NESRuler22. And please listen to the 22 Shots of Moodz and Horror podcast, available at all your favorite outlets. Thanks, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.